Hi, in this video you will learn continuous distillation process in which the construction and working of the continuous distillation unit operations are discussed. The continuous distillation unit operation in which the continuously feeding of the fermented liquid for the distillation process, and finally we get the continuous concentrate product. It may be operated into the series as per our requirement of the final concentrated product. In the first process, the flash distillation process, in which the flash evaporation process is carried out, the first, whatever the fermented liquid, which is the feed into the flash distillation process by using the pump, which is passed into the cell and tube heat exchangers, where the steam is circulated and to heat up to its boiling point temperature, and then after that they are fed or passed into the pressure reduction valve. This specific provided with this pressure reduction valve, in which the whatever the liquids which are the heated up to the boiling points and suddenly reduce the pressure, resulting the flash evaporation process is occurred, and whatever the liquid which is the boiled, in which the containing more volatile component which are the converted into the vapors, and resulting we get the vapor and liquid mixture, which is fed into the separating column by the spraying system. The separating column, which is also operated under the vacuum, resulting the feed containing more volatile components vapors are maximum release in the separating column. At the top of that separating column provided the baffle systems, whatever the more volatile component which are the passed at the top of that separating column, and then feed into the condenser system, and whatever the less volatile component which are in liquid form which are separated into the separating column, and these are the removed at the bottom. More volatile components which are passed into the condenser and condensed. This is the product is fed into the second flash distillation process in order to get the more volatile component, and we get the more concentrate product at that final stage. The continuous distillation, that is the fractional distillation process. The fractional distillation process, it may be also operated into the series for the mostly used in the food processing industry for the preparation of the extra neutral alcohol or the spirit production process. The main parts involving, that is the first, the column, that is the fractional column, and at the bottom provided with the reboiler, that is the heat exchangers, and at the top condenser. These are the main parts in which the fractional distillation column, this column is divided into the two parts. In the feed plate, above the feed plate is called as a rectification section, and below the feed plate is called as stripping sections. That means columns are divided into the two parts. At the bottom provided with the reboiler section, that means the provided heat exchangers, whatever the liquids which are the heated and circulated into this column, and whatever the vapors which are the released, these vapors are condensed into the condensers, and some part of the condensed liquid is returned into the separating column. It is called as a reflux, and some part of the condensed liquid which is the withdraw as a product. The basic principle in the fractional distillation process is that the column internally provided with the number of the trays, or also called as the plates, in which the different type of the plates and the trays are used. The basic purpose of use of this tray and plate is that provided more surface area. The second principle is that reflux system is provided. Reflux, that means whatever the condensed product, in which the some part of the condensed product is returned into the separating column, that is the fractional column. Due to that reflux system, whatever the more volatile component which are the vapors which are passed from the bottom to top, that time that more volatile component containing, if any, lower volatile component, these lower volatile components are again condensed and returned at the bottom section. That means maximum more volatile components which are the passed only at the top section, and less volatile components which are the condensed in between the trays and the column system. Next, third one is the packed column distillation. This packed column distillation also operated with the series as per our requirement, may be operated up to 4 to 5 stage. The basic difference between the fractional distillation and the packed column distillation is that the fractional distillation column only provided internally tray or the plates, but in the packed column distillation internally provided with the packing materials, in which the feed section between the feed sections they're divided into the two main parts. At the bottom part provided with the perforated tray or the support. On the top of that tray or support provided the number of the packing materials are fitted. Similarly at the top section perforated tray, on the perforated tray loaded with the number of the varieties of the packing materials, maybe metal or the plastic or the ceramic and other type of that materials. The basic purpose of that feeding of the packing materials is that provided the maximum surface area for the evaporation process, and it is also operated under the vacuum due to the lower temperature evaporation processes occurred. The main parts in which the packed column and at the bottom provided with the reboiler, that is the heat exchangers for the continuously heating process, at the top provided condenser for the condensation process. The basically packed column distillations used for the prepared for the final more concentrated product. These are the references used for the preparation of this PowerPoint presentation. In this video discussion, you learn continuous distillation process, in which column distillation process, construction and working are discussed. Thank you very much.